We are on to our next writer, who is Donna Latham. She is a playwright, author, and history geek, and she's over the moon to be back at Water Street Writers. Her plays have been produced coast to coast and around the world. And We Will Share the Sky received the Kennedy Center Mark David Cohen Playwriting Award, and all the way back received the Prize for Climate Justice. Donna grew up in a haunted house in the wilds of Chicagoland and has been obsessed with spooky stuff forever. She is a proud member of the Dramatists Guild. So please welcome her to the stage here.
It's always such a pleasure to be in this beautiful space with these wonderful folks. I'd like to share a spooky story with you today. This is Augusta's diamond ring. Caleb Squint was an acknowledged miser. He lived a life of monetary abundance, which he closely guarded, and emotional scarcity. Cosseted in his fine, warm home, he shut his eyes against those in need. He shook his head in annoyance at any who sought a bite to eat, a piece of coal, a friendly face, and scowling, he turned them away into the cold. Now, one day Caleb Squint decided to take a wife. He journeyed far and wide to find a woman who owned as much as he. It was not an easy quest for Squint, for women were notoriously lacking in property in those days. Let it not be said Squint was an indolent man. Driven by dreams of greater wealth, he obsessively pursued his mission. Eventually, he met a wealthy widow with 2 bright sons, and he took her for his wife. Augusta was jolly, industrious, intelligent, but Squint cared not for these attributes. Instead, he coveted the magnificent diamond ring, a family heirloom, which sparkled on her plump index finger. When several village families were stricken with cholera, Augusta rushed to their aid. She tirelessly nursed the sick until she too fell ill. Robust and spirited, Augusta radiated life. Squint naturally was stunned when cholera claimed her, flabbergasted really, for Augusta seemed a veritable force of nature, someone whose presence would surely be eternal. For the funeral, Squint selected his most somber clothing from what was a somber wardrobe indeed, and upon his narrow face he affixed his gravest scowl. Nevertheless, despite best efforts at impersonating a grieving husband, all Squint could contemplate was Augusta's diamond ring, glittering on her cold, dead finger. "We must remove your mother's ring post-haste before she is buried," Squint said to his stepsons. "She would surely want us to keep it in her memory." "No," cried Augusta's mournful boys. "She loves it dearly. It will light her way through eternity." Squint scowled. "Pshaw! It's an utter crime to allow a treasure such as that diamond to remain in the cold, dark ground." His craggy face clenched like a fist. "The ring must stay with Mama. It will provide warmth, protect her from the gloom of the grave." Undeterred and under cover of darkness, Squint stole to the graveyard beside the house. Panting with efforts, he exhumed Augusta's body and wrestled to pull that ring from her finger. Alas, it was tightly fixed. With a few snips, Squint cut away that finger with sharp shears, plunked the unwanted digit into the casket, and pocketed Augusta's diamond ring. Hastily, he reburied the coffin. More content than he had ever been, Squint returned to the warmth of his bed. His face was stamped with, could that be, his best attempt at a smile. He slipped the diamond ring under his pillow and dreamed of riches. What was that? Still dreaming? From the graveyard beside the house came a distant tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Squint heard the woeful wail of a strident voice which howled round his home like an arctic wind. He jerked his head from the pillow. Who is there? Silence. Oh, pshaw, I caught a bit of chill at the graveyard, and it encroached upon my slumber. Squint rested against the pillow once more, eyelids heavy. At his front door came a staccato tapping, like a raven pecking at the wood. Tap, tap, tap. The shrill voice roared once more. From the bottom of the stairway, its yowl reverberated. Ooh! Squint's teeth clanked in terror. Trembling, he pulled the bedclothes above his head. Closer now up the stairs, the voice intoned, woo! Footsteps, dragging footsteps upon the stairs. Laboriously they drew nearer, and quaking so violently he could scarcely hold the bed covers in place, Squint screamed, who is there? Who comes this way? Augusta, blue-tinged and raging, drifted through the door. She wrenched the quilts from the bed. Who has my diamond ring? Gripping the severed finger in her hands, she pointed it at Squint, who could find no saliva to flush away the panic in his gullet. His quivering body nearly tumbled from the bed. His throat was raw, his voice a rasp. I do not know who has taken your ring, I swear. Who has my diamond ring? Ooh! Augusta crept onto the foot of the bed. The draft of the tomb enveloped Squint, and he spied puffs of his own breath in the icy bedchamber as he gasped, I swear. He leaned back against a frosty pillow, body rattling like a skeleton. Augusta howled, and Squint gazed into her maw, cavernous, foreboding. She tapped that severed finger against his bony chest. Tap, tap, tap. Who has my diamond ring? Augusta snaked her arm toward Squint's pillow, and directly under his bulging eyes, the severed finger led the way. Take your bloody ring, take it, begone, I beseech you. Squint hurled that wretched ring at Augusta, and scowling, turned her away into the cold. Radiant in the brightness of her diamond ring, Augusta floated out the window. A veritable force of nature, she vowed to visit Squint the following evening, and every evening after that. Tap, tap, tap. Augusta's diamond ring. Thank you so much.